Alright. Oh, it's coming. There we go. There we are. Connected. Looks good. Alright. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see. It's good. Let's dip it down a bit. Alright. How you guys doing? Alright. It's Thursday? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can do these. Warm it up. How we doing? That's still going. Still got time to load it. There you go. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Because sometimes it feels like it sort of works, but then it's also like, well, maybe I'm just here alone, and I don't know. So, but anyway, that looks good. Hi. Welcome. How you guys doing? We'll get right going. Let's see. You guys pile in? Let me drink some more water, actually. Make sure I'm ready, too. Ooh, alright. How you guys doing? Cause no, like on Tuesday, we kind of had that kind of pretty rushed trying to get the, the Rainbow Dash done, which I did finish. So maybe at the end I can swap to the other one to show you what the, Rainbow Dash looks like. But anyway, you'll see her during the when I actually start animating it. So that shouldn't be much of an issue for you guys. But yeah, today we'll work on Twilight. So yeah. So thank you, Star. All right. Let's see here. Good cookie. Yeah, I'm glad we made this like very small, like weird, like very tight community. I never expected any of this, so this has been great. Yeah, this is fun. Because I know, like, you know, like 3 or 4 years ago, it would have been really me, and there wouldn't have been any moderators, and I would have been trying to just make cartoons, and if I would try to stream, especially back then, it would just be on Picardo or Twitch, and they didn't really, yeah, have the quite following as actually, you know, making sense of putting it on the same channel that I have the most audience on. So there you go with that. So all right. So the big thing that's sort of in my world as well is that the thank you. Big thing is that the Fall of Celestia is finally get a release very shortly. Fall of Celestia has been like this weird passion project for Josh Scorcher. He's a part of those analyzer group of people. So I was fortunate to become an animator for his little project of Fall of Celestia. Looks like my streaming thing is not receiving enough information. I did do an extra thing. Maybe I'll just do this real quick. But the filter. Let's turn off sharpen. There you go. Add an extra filter. Maybe that'll do it. Okay. It is a slightly small project. It was only like around 17-ish minutes of like animation plus show clips, where it's literally get to show like visions of like visual visions of that sounds foreign. It's hard to describe things of show clips where it's the pony anime episodes. So it kind of goes back and forth between original animation, which I've done, and then show clips from the pony show. So yeah, hello Elite. Talking about how the Fall of Celestia is coming out on Saturday, so mark your calendars for 8/8. Yeah, I can show you the trailer just because I'm still trying to get people to watch it, just because it took just about 3 years to make. I understand about that. We're actually using clips from the show, so we'll see how it goes. I haven't heard since they edited in the episodes into it to know whether or not that actually works or not, but at least, yeah, we'll see. Exactly. I believe that what they did, let me just link it. What they did was the editors took the episode clips and then that's the trailer, and then edited those in some way. At least I think of at least trying to scratch out watermarks or try to flip it or like add. It's gonna be like have some kind of wavy like not really CRT but that kind of style of like kind of going whoopity whoop filter on top of it. So yeah, I just linked it. So if you want to go over there for a couple of minutes, I'll be okay with that. But I'll get going on this once I drink a little bit more water. But yes. So just for context of all that, I linked the trailer, which is the 2020 trailer. The first trailer was in 2017. So I was able to finish the animation with my animation team around April or March. So it's been a little bit since then. But I'm sure everything that's been going on, it's like I kind of delayed everything. So it's fair. But yeah, let me get going on Twilight Sparkle for you guys. So hopefully, yeah, you guys watch it again, because it's my kind of passion project too. I was picking up streams as well. Is at the one of the first streams I did on YouTube, in this like new era, which lasted for 3 years, has been the one of the first streams I did on YouTube was streaming the first kind of like setup for the first shots of Falling Celestia. So that's a little full circle with that. Let's call this Twilight Sparkle. Okay, so I made a new one. Let's add way too many colors here. Let's add about 20. Just make sure. Yeah, that'll be enough. Oh, definitely. Okay, cool. This is what I kind of did last Tuesday as well, so you're not really missing anything. Unless you actually missed it, then this will definitely be something that you missed. So, let me just take everything here, minus color card, and say create recolor and apply. Boop. There we go. Okay. So now I got all these different things, so I can just see which of these is which. Looks like that was the red cutie mark. But yeah, how we doing? Hello. Watch you later. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I stopped working on projects for the channel and switched to just having stream projects. Exactly. Just because eventually, like, I realized that, wait a minute, I'm working on things that would be spoilers. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't be, documenting all of that so thoroughly. So, but yeah, now that it's nearly out, feels a nice sigh of relief that I made it through my NDA. It's like, yeah, you can finally be able to just talk about it, especially once it's like in the Nexus. That'd be really good. Oh yeah, no spoilers if you happen to read there is a fan fiction, which it took me nearly to the end of the production to realize that Josh actually wrote the script for it. So, yeah, that was my bad, Josh. I was like, I wanted to keep it separate from, if the fan fiction that was based on it was somehow different, story-wise, I wouldn't want to get confused of like, well, why aren't we doing this character that was in the fan fiction and not in the animation, and trying to get those mixed up. So I never read the fan fiction just to make it clear. But then I never actually realized that Josh actually wrote the fan fiction, which was the person and director that I was working with the entire time. So, that happens. Oh boy. Exactly. So I kind of like led me into like, once I kind of got a little bit too far into working on the Fallout Celestia on stream, especially because it was like I was working on at least more than like the first couple shots that it kind of just felt like I should probably not be showing any of it. Let's see what this color is. I don't know. What's this? That's the sprinkle. Okay. So it'll be this color, a little bit lighter. And this is the other sprinkle. So we'll color it this one and a little bit darker. Around there. That'd be good. Okay. She's emo right now. Gotta change that to be pretty. So this is the darker. So just pop that down just a tad, saturate it. I don't know what this is. This is probably teeth. There we go. Alright, again there. This is hair outline. Alright, this is hair. I'll change these later because they don't really matter right now as colors. I'll probably use new colors even if I have this one already. There you go. Let's see what these other ones are. I don't know. Probably these are not in colors either. Let's see if I can delete them. Bop, 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 bop. I can't use that one. Okay. So this one is her tongue and also her neck hair. Well, that's weird. I don't remember doing that. Let's see. Let's see. Looking good. Thank you. The video will be roughly actually 27-ish, 28 minutes. I mean, I think I got like a rough cut of it somewhere. So it'll be, yeah. It'll be nearly show length for like a show cartoon. Let's see. I don't remember what her tongue's coloring. I don't think I have any reference of it being that. Oh, there you are. Okay. Crisis averted. Reference achieved. Bop. There you go. Yeah, the stream will be for quite a while. I was told to keep it brief. For the stream so I can have dinner a little bit early. Just my food doesn't get cold every time. There you go. That's pretty rough. And then obviously we have to change the didn't notice I used the wrong color here. So this should be red and this one should be black. There you go. So that was a little simpler coloring than last time. Just because I know what I'm slightly doing now. That's not it. Where would it be? This color? Weird chick thing. Okay. So it's this color. And then a little bit lighter. Nearly white. Okay. So now we got body colors and everything should be good. There we go. Thanks, palettes. Came along for me. Let's see. Alright. That's true. Okay, cool. Probably with credits and however long, because Rough Cut only had like basically the animation without any intros or outros. So it'll probably be roughly a half hour then at that point. So thank you for that. I can see you then. Okay, let's get dirty with this. Let me get back my other reference. There you go. Okay, she's ready. Let's see. I'm pretty hyped up on that I just want to get that done so I can have that, in the back of my mind and, out of mind, then I don't have to think about that anymore. The Folly Celestia, it's just like, it just needs to be like a chapter that's done, to me, and just like, it was fun, but man, yeah, that was an experience. Because the only other big project that I was working on before then was the Kim Possible Different Perspective, and that one was pretty tough as well, or at least a long experience as well. It's just how long it takes. So now I'm working on an even longer project. So I don't know what I'm getting myself into with all this. And I was like, hey, want to do a thing? A director comes up and says, hey, I want to do a thing for me. And it's like, oh, okay. It's like you just immediately get oh, it's starstruck of oh, it's a person that I think I know, and now they want me to do a thing. awesome. You know. Oh, looks like I already had that. Let's see if these are the same color. Yep. Okay. Cool. I don't know. Yep. Okay. I'll get rid of putting live base puppet. Oh wait. Hang on. I need to remove it from there. Yes. Okay. Now I'm using this one solely. So that's good. Okay. Here we go. Now I can make the hair. Figure out how to do the horn, neck hair, tail, and kitty mark, and that should be good because we already set up everything else to work well. Don't have to think about it being weird. As in, don't have to worry about like all these different mouths or like the wing flaps added into it. We can just work on the hair, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, so now we're gonna Midnight Emerson. Gan's a different kind of character onto its own. I was gonna wanna talk behind his back, but yeah, it's kinda got interesting directorial stuff of like different types of notes that make it kind of like interesting to see what's up in his mind to say like, oh well, what works or what doesn't. It's like, okay. Let's make her bald. Okay, let's make this, and then I should get the red underline. Do the same thing as we did last time of making sketch. Excuse me. Let's see. Speak of him. Okay, great. Just got an email from him, so that's good. Okay. How we doing? So we got accuse him, data, and Zerozol. Hello, Rich Krush. How you doing? I'm gonna draw Twiley here. Let's see. So it actually has different parts to it, so I might want to make them actually different parts, or I can figure out what would work the best here. Trying to make like my landmarks, which aren't exactly the best. At least the eyes are a little bit different than their official. So I'm trying to like modify it as I go, but it's like all my landmarks are like so off. You know. It's like it shouldn't be under her eye. So like all this needs to be like up a bit. But then like some things won't work now. Let's see. So it needs to be like up, womp. Like even like this. Something. Yeah, let's get it, scunch it up a little bit higher. There you go. Okay. Okay. So womp. Womp. Let's see. Hello. It's Twiley. Draw's looking good. Thank you. So around, landmark would be around here. And then I go down. Just to do a little bit more of that. This follows that curve around a bit more. Not too far. About there. And then we got this weird curve up. It kind of just slides right up and then not really. Where would the curve be? It would be around ear down there. So this one would be a little bit off. Let's see. I know like with Rainbow Dash it felt like it was a really big hair. But all these really do have like fairly big hair when you don't really expect it. And it's like, oh wait, he's of taller hair than we're used to. Because with G4, all of them were kind of like really squished hair. Yeah. It's a little big, I know. It feels like it has to be. It should be bent more. The landmark is this. This. There you go. This. Feels almost like a circle. Here we go. Okay. And then another one. Kind of whomps. Goes up and then back. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Okay. Then another one, give us another. Yeah, this is really thin. That's pretty hard. Trying to do this quick. Very more complicated than the... I don't know, it's more complicated, or it just feels like it's different. That it's like, you know, if you like try to do anything a lot, then you kind of get better at it. Now it's like I have to retrain my mind of like, wait a minute. It's similar, so like don't get fooled of how different it is now. That's why I feel like with Rainbow Dash 1, that's why it felt too big. And some people were like, your hair's too big. And I was like, well, because it actually is now. If you don't have a frame of reference of how big this is supposed to be now, that it just feels too big. Like I feel like there should be more big as well. Let's make this taller. It should go up more. I'll have to make this. Well, I can't exactly. I'll have to make this part, this square part here, be a separate layer. Because it has to cut behind the ear. No, the ear has to be on top. Hair's on top, but then it's being cut behind the ears, which means to have something on top of the ear, or at least kind of go in front of it. Might just like remove all this. Start over. I feel like it's not quite what I'm looking for. I'm getting too picky. Okay. So it kind of goes up and then at an angle. Just because I want it to be a particular way now. And then curve around. That's what, yeah, this is what this shape needed. This more so. And those kind of about the same size, and that kind of goes down a little bit. Let's get rid of that. And then these connect. There we go. Feels like maybe this could be moved over, maybe? Can't really move too far over. Let's see. To go to kind of squish just a little bit. There you go. Okay. While I'm at it, I probably should do this one as well. Just get it all blueprint out kind of a deal. Which these aren't exactly blueprints, that is just like guides at this point. Because blueprints just say, you know, everything's like measured out completely and correctly and everything's like exactly what it should be. And this is like, I'm just gonna wing this out and say like, ah, it's kind of about that, I guess. I don't know, it's a shape. And just kind of go, this needs a line there and a line there, I guess. And so I did good. Okay. Go with that for now. Okay. So. Put this on the overlaying layer, so I'm going to put this on the underline layer. So now I can work on getting hair colors, which should be fun. But they're about the same. I know it's been itchy. About the same as her main or her coat color. Let's see. I'm going to take, if I can, I like to select the hair. Or can I? This does look like I'm selecting that. I would like to move the hair, but I can't select it for some reason. Trying to figure it out. Oh no. Well, where'd it go? Let's see. I want this, basically. There you are. Okay. That was weird. I'm not sure why that wouldn't let me click on it. Let's add a new color. So this will be the hair colors of hair dark, hair medium, and then hair, well, I didn't change the color. Hair medium, there you go. This is hair, what would you call it? It's kind of pink, but not really pink. Magenta, but not really light magenta. Magenta, good. It's this color. That's magenta. I'll call it magenta. Let's see. And then we need hair light magenta for this right there. Let's see. There you are. I don't know. It kind of gets into like I need to start focusing on all this, and then it becomes like I don't know how to make it interesting as I start talking about very niche things again. So here we go. What would you like to talk about? Because I know we kind of did we talk enough about Fall of Celestia? Because I feel like it's definitely tricky. I was actually thinking of trying to do like some kind of stream or some kind of event for it. Just because I worked so hard on it that it's like to do some sort of event or like do some kind of developer or animator type of director, not really director, you know, animator direct commentary on it. So because it's like coming out on Saturday, I was thinking I could do some kind of stream on Saturday. I don't know. Obviously, I'm just thinking about it because I'm actually, honestly, just like only learned about this being released like yesterday. I was just like randomly like thinking like, I wonder when it's gonna come out, you know. And I searched up Fall of Celestia on YouTube, and then like lo and behold, like 4 hours earlier, there was a YouTube video of it being like, hey, it's that trailer that I linked. So I was like, wow, this is incredible. It's like it's actually real. Let's see. It's like, I don't know if you guys would want to, or if you guys would actually know or recognize if I did happen to do a stream on Saturday or something, would you guys join in? The only problem, I guess, would be that obviously if you come in, you know, more than 2 minutes in, there'll be weird spoilers for it. That'll then be hard to stop it and say like, okay, well, go watch the thing, you know, on your own. If I do it too early, obviously within like the first couple of hours, the only way it could sort of work, I think, is if it's sort of like a premiere, maybe. Or just like not trying to not talk about it for like the first half hour and then do it again where I then talk about it. But then everyone would be tired of it maybe. So I don't know. Trying to think what would work best. I can try to design on that. Oops. Where did it go? Please come back. There you go. Depends exactly. Obviously, I don't know when it actually would be on YouTube because I don't have the the final file for it. So it'll be up for when they actually upload it. Which I don't know if they somehow, you know, have troubles, and if it uploads, you know, at 8 or 9 or 10 p.m., then it's like that's not fun. So I'm still in the Discord group, so I could probably just ask, but yeah. I just haven't gotten around to it yet to know exactly. Of course, whether or not Josh himself is actually doing anything will be another issue, I guess. And all this will be solved if I should talk to them, I guess. I was also thinking like whether I should put it on a different channel or if I should do it on Twitch. For some reason, in case the only thing I'm slightly worried about is if I actually do it, then YouTube might think you're re-uploading someone else's video if I just, you know, do it the same way as this where it's full screen or whatever. So that's the only thing. Yeah. The project's on. Oh, so yes, the video will most likely be how about the time this is done. Well, the project's done, I believe. Otherwise, it wouldn't say like, "Hey, we're gonna premiere it within like 2 days." But yes. Video must be done by the time the video is on. Give people time to watch before you talk about making of it. Okay, maybe I could wait like because like internet works like so on a New York minute, and that's like everything's like obsolete within a minute. So and it's like how long is a good enough time to get everyone to be still somewhat interested, in it without losing everyone's interest. There you go. Yay. And I can play with the bends of these a little bit. As well as add our horn, which will be most important here. Open this in a little bit. Yeah. I'd like to know what your thoughts on that. Of the Fluttershy stream, like what would be a good amount of stretch of time, or where to do it at all. The only issue is if I do it with the animators. They have a tendency to swear a lot. I know that this, just for copy's sake, I have to say like it's not made for kids, just to have a general audience. But I also don't want to feel like if there are fans of mine that are like, hey, wait a minute, my ears, so I have to worry about that as well. So that's not fun. I don't want to do this. There's another part to it, but I just want to figure it out. I could do it as a separate whole entity, but if I want to animate it, it might be... I'll do it on another layer and then figure it out. Maybe. I'll have to like separate this into a lot of different layers. Yeah. Let's see. Hi. Hi, animation. Music Arsenal. Oh, it's fun. Let me see. Yeah, I got young fans is mostly the issue. So, that's what I'm sort of freaking out a little bit is if I have them on it as well. But they're my friends at this point, so it's not like I can not have them. Or at least not pretend to like, oh, I gotta shun them because they're so obviously I still respect you, but it's like it's kind of tricky at this point to do that. I think it's hair dark. There you go. Get rid of that. And let's add a taper for fun. Taper beginning. Yes. Taper beginning. End. There you go. 18? Awesome. Great. Not everyone's 18 though, so that's the issue. Let's see. Can't move it. Ugh. There you go. They tend to whether they're conscious of it or just trying to be boys or whatever, it's just like it's gonna happen no matter what. I can definitely feel it happening. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it'll definitely have to be on top. Means that because I'm making this more complicated than myself, I have to do it in a very specific, weird way now. Let's see. That's what I mean. I did like focus on what I'm doing for just a tad. Rat tad. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we need that. Alright, exactly. Just because I like to be that, because my mom might be watching, so, or she might wanna monitor this for like at a random point in time, watch these later. So it's like I gotta be a good boy. So yeah, just for copy's sake, I have to say like I'm 13, even Joe. It's like it's general. Look at this horse. Anyone can like this horse, So we'll get into that more, but it's just like that's the best I can do. To get everything going. Yeah, exactly. Because my mom's also on Discord as well. So, yeah. We have an MOP besides Derpy. That's in the FAQ in the description. Thank you for asking. I need to separate the bips here. How do I want to do it? Let's have bip 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 be below with the outline. Bop. With the outline. Bop. With the outline. Bop. Without that line. Well, what if I just copy everything? Copy, put it on the color line, and then delete it. Nope, I needed that. I need not this color, not that line. I need that line. I need that line. I need a separation between here and here. So let's get a cutter and then say whop. Nope. I need a cutter. There you go. And a cutter. Yay! Okay. So now, on here, do the same thing, just cause, for fun. Really? Nope. Okay. And then for fun. Well, okay. Okay. So now, these are on separate layers, that's on separate layer. But when you put them together, yeah, okay. Okay. I don't think even know it's on stream or in Discord. I don't know. I mean, that's going. I am too. Where I'm barely on the Discord as well. But feel free to join it. But for like-minded people or make a community out of it, I don't know. I need to separate a lot of this now. So let's see. Her top needs to be separated into overlay art. Not color override. Overlay layer. Line art. Where did it go? That froze. Oh dear. I didn't like it. Line art layer. And color line layer. Color art. Okay. What's up? Let's see. Yeah. Hi, Mom. She's upstairs right now. Let's see. Favorite part of animation is when it's done. Seriously, I don't know. Because what I usually divide it up into is like creating things and making assets. What is this part right now? And then animating. Animating is like its own section. When you're gonna making a whole cartoon, you have to think about every other section of it. So, it is fun when it's like over. You know, it's like, oh, I can just say like, yes, you know, it's all done. And then you can just like have a cartoon, you know, whatever I want or whatever I feel, you know, a little lonely or a little down in the dumps. It's like, hey, I got a lot of content that I can just watch myself. You know, it's like, oh, and it's like perfectly, you know, how I would like it. Let's put the color art here. And then we need the line art. Oops. Drag a line there. And then the line art is this one. So the line art needs to be somehow in between. How does this work? It needs to be below the horn. So let's find the horn. This one. So the horn is... Gimme. So the horn is there. Okay. So the line art needs to be... What is it? Below? So that. Hey! There we go. That worked. Yay! Woo! Alright! So now I can play with the horn and then just adjust it to say like, oh, it needs to be here. And let's go here. Let's find it. And let's make it bigger because she's an alicorn. She deserves it. Ah, that's so cool. It's one layer. Flash would never been able to do that. Ah, I love it. Okay. So I see like it needs to be around there, kind of whomp it there. There you go. Yay! Alright. And the fun part is now it's on one layer. If I just select it, I should be able to just move this as one piece. Oh my god, that's cool. Oh, let me just zoom in for you. For effect. This is one drawing layer. Look how it's split up. That is so cool. Okay, what's up? Yeah. I know, like, you know, like, older time I would just delete the negative comments. They do start to, like, get to you at a point. I was like, I'm just so tired of it. That's kind of what happened with the, Lyra's Paper World. I was not able to, you know, keep up with it, or just, like, every 90% of the comments was like, hey, the USSR is not real anymore, but Wacom / Lyra points at it, and it was just like so annoying to like wake up and see like 3 comments that are exactly the same. I was like, God, I can't change it, you know. It's like these like these errors that's like I can't do it. So I eventually just put that video to private. So it's not deleted, but it's like I'm able to watch it. That's like stuff like that. That was the worst one. Everything else has been decent. The other one that's obviously the most popular is Derpy Test. And that one has a lot of similar style comments as well, that they all kind of say like, wow, Derpy's either really stupid or like really smart, and it's like really hard to tell. So like, why did she win the test? And it's like, that's the only way to like finish up the joke of that story. So like, just leave me alone. You know. So I have to fix that. But that's just like the outliers. Thankfully a lot of other ones have been really nice. So appreciate you guys a lot for being really supportive of me and my pretty dumb cartoons. I want to find, where's my stuff? There you are. Let's move you there. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. Looks like the hair moves. Let's find it and say, let's move you back there. Move you back there. There you go. So now it's an animation. It should be the same spot. Yay. Okay. Let's see. At this point, it's like if some of them are actually like excessively rude or crude, it's like, yeah, I'll just either delete the comments. I know like around like 4 or 5 years ago, would like, if there was a bad comment, I would just ban the user. But I'm slowly trying not to do that as often. Sounds bad to say, but it's like, yeah, I'd rather back then just like delete their entire user from being able to repeatedly, you know, have comments like that. So, you know. Let's see. You go to comments. Yeah, it's fun to like go through like all your like weird, or like the ones that become tagged as spam. That's like, oh wait. Like some of these are nice, but thanks to YouTube for saying it's not. Confused with that, yeah. Where'd my palette go? There you are. I think I try to make it like, I try to keep up with them, with the comments that I do say. Like, I do see like, oh, you've caught up on all your comments, like I've read them all. So I do read as many as I can. But if they become like spam or like tagged as not available in some way, then it'd be harder for me to see. Like if it's automatically, if YouTube says like, we're not gonna show you it for one reason or another, then I probably won't see it. At least for a while, until I like sort through those, you know. So thanks. Did I go for school for animation? In a way. The only way you can really do that is with college, and specific other types of schools, but the most common one would be college. And I would say that my college experience was more IT, sort of. There was like informational art and technical art, I guess. So, hello, Liga. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that right. Yes, my college was more like traditional with a mix of other types of art styles. Rather than like, I'm gonna learn animation, it was like, let's learn storyboarding as like the most closest, I guess. I went to community college, so that was cheaper and a little bit easier to get get into it and everything. So, well, I was actually like very close to what I wanted to do, rather than as close as I can without actually going to a full-blown college, in case, you know, if I wanted to not do that. A lot of the classes that I had to do for it were more online based, or making stuff for websites. There was a lot of stuff like that where it's not just making cartoons. It was also learning how to make my own freelance, the business side of art. Like, if I want to create my own side business, or like get gigs and commissions, it's like I better learn everything about that world. So that's what I learned a lot, was about how to make a portfolio, how to make a resume, how to make a website that is appealing, which, as not a coder, not a nerd of like numbers, it was like really hard to really understand what exactly you needed to do. So my college experience was mostly just more stuff like that, I would guess, of rather than like, oh, I'm gonna draw a picture today, it's like I'm gonna learn how to set myself up for being able to be in the real world of, if I needed to work for myself, you know, I'd be able to do that, you know. So I learned a lot of stuff like that, and I have a lot of resources for it, as well as a bunch of books I had to read. There's also part of my class, I think, was to do not related classes. So I guess the other teachers that were there could get money as well for teaching, basically, because it's like no one's, you know, wanting to learn law, really, which I had to learn. As one of the things was do criminal justice as a, not exactly elective, but like a very close, like, let's do this kind of stuff. Let's learn about that as a thing, you know. So I know about criminal stuff now, and I have to do a lot of like book work, read from the book, learn a chapter, read a chapter, learn from that. So that was the most kind of like off topic, I guess it got. Because otherwise, yeah, it was just like, let's learn how to, you know, do still life and all that kind of stuff, and basic art still stuff, you know, composition and gestalt, you know, kind of stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not able to really talk about whether or not your guys' experiences were, or if you're of age or not, if you've been to college. So for me, it felt like, okay, like I thought I'd be getting better at like the more useful for what I was doing at the time, you know, was focusing really on making these cartoons. And then at the same time, it's like, oh no, you're gonna learn about what a parole is. You know, like is that important to freelance, you know, for what I'm doing? Sure. So definitely learn about that. It's weirdly interesting. Definitely not the world that I want to, you know, at least in the world of like learning stuff I wanted to be in, because I just wanted to draw cartoons and stuff. Learn about that more. So there's also like a class for like movies, so that was interesting to like learn about, at least for me, trying to think about how would I make these movies as a cartoon, you know. And it's like, oh, I can, you know, compositionalize this framing of this shot. Can I make a cartoon out of it, you know? It's like, at least for me, I have to make games out of it, just make it interesting. You know, because otherwise that was pretty like to the textbook style as well, of like, you're not really gonna, you know, at the film one, you're not really gonna make a movie, or, you know, for that one, you're just gonna analyze and say like, oh yeah, this movie is a classic, and Who knows why, but that's right for you to decide. But not really, because we're gonna tell you that it is. It was also taught by one of my English teachers that I also had as a teacher. So it became one of those like, yeah. He was good. He was very knowledgeable, but it's like it always felt like he was either being he got brainwashed by his own material to think like that's the only way that this can be interpreted in a way that it's like if the book reads as the sky was blue, then there's no way that the English teacher would say like, well, this means nothing else but this as a simile to the metaphor of how the character is feeling. It's like, what? You know? That's like, I got so far into that. There's like, I think I have an opinion. And he was like, well, no, your opinion's wrong, basically. So that's how, you know, I started to like hate really English teachers just because it's like, I didn't have a good experience with that guy. He like straight up like almost like bullied me throughout the time too, because I was like really quiet just because it's like, well, my opinion doesn't matter, so I was like, why should I say anything? I drew it in the wrong way. I'm gonna start over. That's fine. Boop boop boop. So yeah, I didn't have the best experience with that guy, but you know, it's been about the same time, about 3 years, so it's fine. Hopefully, you know. Sorry, but I didn't have the best experience with that. And it was fun too, because it's like, oh, we get to watch movies as homework. But then, you know, we have to watch movies and then do an English style, English class, junior high book report pretty much on the movie. And say like, oh, well, in Groundhog Day, what did the groundhog mean? You know, it's like, oh God. You know, it saps all the fun out of it. You know, it's like, oh, well, it's not about, you know, like, oh, they filmed it here. It's like, oh, well, my mom, you know, lived around there, was able to find it, you know, around there. It's like, oh, well, that's fun. I had a personal experience with it. No, it's like, this is what, you know, on the 5th day, why did this matter? It's like, ah, God. Like, it's not funny anymore. Oh, boy. How we doing? Oh, boy. Did I answer the question? I'm sorry, I got really into that. Oh, boy. Let's see. Let's see. What was your question? Keeps moving. Have I directed anything? I suppose I'm making my movie, my short Derpy movie. Derpy's first movie. But not really anything for real. I've been more of a artist animator for a lot of my projects, or my group projects. So, where I don't really work on the story itself, but I just like, you know, work with the visuals and tell other people's story. So that's totally okay. So, did I get it? Oh, it's snowing. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I kind of have more fun with that as well. And it's like, oh, well, someone has an actual vision, and it's like, it's fun to like play up to say like, oh, well, yes, director, your idea is amazing. Man, no one else could have thought of that idea. And then say like, oh, it's kind of, you know, nearly cliche in some other way. So it's like, oh well. Midnight Mares is, it's so close to like pony stuff that it's like, it's not bootleg level, but it's also kind of in there. It's in flux, I guess. So, all right. Let's see. I think I got this dang back here. Let's color it in. Bop, bop. There we go. Yay. Okay. So what needs to be done is more node fun. Okay. So I need to find this. Let's take this, and I need to put it in the multi-output. To put it in there. Don't worry, it's still in there. I'm gonna put it in the pony cap one and then put it there. There you go. So now it can exist inside of the head and exist between the head layer. Just like it right back to there. So now I can move the head as one piece, but you can see like all the layering is going on. So it becomes really complicated of like what is where anymore, but it just comes easier. And that's easier than trying to like play with the Z level, where it actually is 3D. So you can imagine this as an actual 3D thing. Last time it like broke some frames, so I'm not going to do it right now. But you can imagine it as an actual 3D, 2D flat picture that it can rotate. So let's see. The hair is gone. Hair is gone. Hair is gone. Okay. Okay. How we doing? It's just about on time again, which is about where we were last time. So I'm fairly good at making hair pretty quick in an hour. So I'll have to make the tail, and then make the cutie mark as well. So let's see. Tail will probably take as while as well. So let's see. Oh boy. My nose has been itchy. Sorry about that. But what I'm working on next, the script that we made a couple weeks ago on stream was just for Twilight and Rainbow Dash. So these will be the only ones that we were able to make for now. If we do another script again, if we do a animation after this that uses different characters, then we'll have to make those. So for right now, it's like we already made a script, and then we did shows between different characters. So now I'm making those characters. Then later on, I'll animate it. So yeah. So yeah, next time next week, I'll finish this in the meantime, and then on next Tuesday, maybe I could do a brief thing about Folly. I don't know, somewhere in there, and then start animating it. Or at least do some layout, make some keyframes, decide what if the storyboard is good or timed out. So yeah. Let's see. Yep, you're right about the Discord, that I sort of run it, but also not exactly there every second of it. At least not modding it every time. Let's see. Okay, I'll go to toast time just a little bit early, and then finish the tail, and then we'll be good. So thank you. Alright, see you then. Bye-bye. I'll go back to toaster time. I'm gonna have to find another reference. So hang on. I want to find another picture that shows Twilight in a more standing picture. Have it be in a weird pose. Come on. Where is it? That one's pretty good. All these are bad. Okay, that one's good. I'll just go with that. This one. Okay. I'm seeing that some of my hair design is a little bit off, but I'm okay with it. I could play with the... Yeah, I'll have to edit it later. Okay, tail. It's gotta be in the body. Let's see. And tail. So how we doing? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll figure things out in the meantime. So hope you guys are having fun with these. Cause I know like I could be working on like the movie. But again, it's like I don't feel like I should with the paper Derpy movie, just because it feels like there's too much spoilers into it. Did I say that? I don't know. That's my main issue. I've been, under NDA for Celestia for so long that it feels like I forgot what the story's about because I haven't told anyone about it. Actually it kind of goes down, it kind of goes up. It goes flat and then kind of curves around. And then it kind of curves back around. So yeah, I hope you guys watch it. Or at least we'll figure out. I'll talk to Josh to see if he wants to do something like that or try to get the boys in. Because it really is just all boys who worked on the animation side of it. So that's okay. We had I think a storyboarder. That was a girl. I'm not sure. Everything was complicated. Or at least you get a girlish name, username, so it's hard to tell. I think I messed up at one point and during a voice call and got really embarrassing. And I was like, oh whoops. I'm sorry. Okay. That'll do for that. Let me just restart. There you go. That should be simple enough. We gotta work on the tail right now, and then when I finish that, I'll call it good. This is toaster time. Thank you for asking. That this is basically just a in time, I guess. This should be pretty quick. I see. But yeah. Any kind of like final notes and any kind of questions that maybe I didn't get to at the time? Let's see. It becomes a stream, no face camera chat. Exactly. Last time we had someone else join the stream and it lagged. Was it Fallout Celestia? Was it one of the borders? I think that was, yeah, back in probably 2018-ish. Where, yeah, that did happen. It's not as bad as you think, but I think, yeah, that didn't, work out as good as I thought it would be. So, one, this should be way over. 1, 2, 3. I need 1, 2 more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about all that. English people, especially if you're like into English. You know, as a outlet, I guess. I don't know what to say. It's like, it's totally okay, you know, not trying to say like, oh, well, you're a nerd, you know, who cares? You know, I'm better as an animator who like deals with art, you know, it's way more. You actually get way more like inspiration and like, you know, anything out of that. None of that is true. If you like English, that's totally okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Something about that, yeah. I must have had like, what would that be? Trying to describe it. That the last time I tried to do a bunch of like, it was like my 5-year YouTube anniversary. I tried doing a stream for that and showing the streams on, yeah, exactly. With all those extra things were like all kind of like coming together as a force for the YouTube codec and streaming box that they were not able to handle it. My pure streaming prowess of just too much stuff, which I don't even know how you play like video games on stream, you know, if like my stream dies at like playing a YouTube video on it. So that's also a sort of half reason why I don't play music on stream either. If I play it through YouTube, then it'll definitely explode way too quick. So now that some people, you know, play like playlists during, do playlists during streams that are through YouTube. So, it's probably, yeah. I don't know. What do I do? I think that is pretty good. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to someone else join the call in while likes to remember. Yeah. I think the only one that I can remember where I actually had someone with me was a storyboarder for Fluttershy, and all I was doing was just like flash animation. I didn't do any video on it. So alright, I didn't show any videos. Yeah. Funny audio was best stream. Interesting. That was the audio. Was the stream? Okay. Yeah, that was my first time really doing that. Trying to do like an interview style to say like, oh well, you know, storyboarders really don't get much recognition as much as they should. Even like, you know, we're starting to like make animators, you know, become more in the limelight. Bye, Brown Jack. Then now we're kind of still feeling like, oh, storyboarders, you know, we don't talk about them as much, which is sad because like every person who works on this is deeply talented. Especially with Midnight Mirrors, we got a pretty good team, and I'm very happy with how they're going. Definitely wouldn't be able to do much without them, that's for sure. It definitely would take a lot longer to get things done. Okay. Looks okay. I mean, it's definitely, you know, this small. It's like, oh, who's that pony? Yeah, it's Twilight. Yay! So that's more than what matters than making sure that every blop, you know, is like, there's this blop, you know, it needs to be right there, I think. Oh, but this needs to be straight. So I get too picky about it. So let's see. That should be good. Because I drew it in the same thing, it already has the tail wobble. So it has, yep, it has all that. Cool. What I didn't show like last time either was that you can add the formations. Let's see if we can do that real quick, or we can use this hammer and spanner up here. I'm gonna add a curve deformer onto this art. Gonna point an anchor point here, an anchor point here. And then I'm gonna see where that is. I'm gonna say like that. And then that. I think I showed it on other parts, or at least other streams, but now I'm able to sort of kind of warble it around, or at least kind of add more flexibility to it. So it becomes really handy when you get more, just like I need to just wiggle this hair around rather than like having to draw a new hair style. And it's like, oh, I needed to just, you know, do this motion or kind of go up a little bit. So it really helps without having to redraw the entire thing when you just need to add like a very simple kind of motion to it, or like very subtle motion to it as well. So obviously that little line shouldn't render like that. So, oh, you gotta make the cutie mark, and that'd be the only thing left. So there you go. But that'd just be making a star and then adding another star on top of that. So shouldn't be missing too much on that. So there we go. Alright. How we doing? Let me full screen this for you there. Bop. Actually, it would be this button just to show it better. There you go. That's a happy Twilight. Oh yeah, it's Twilight Day on the Quest Daily. There you go. Perfect timing. Could just practice by working with just joining me and it does a quick help with every stream and trial. Error of limitation you have to work with. Exactly. That'd be the only thing. The only thing with testing streams is that you actually have to be online to do it. I know you could do private streams. I'm not sure if that'd be enough of a good test, you know. The only way to see if it turns out bad is if you miss frames, but then even that just seems like, you know, a false negative that's like, oh, it sort of works, but it might break here, but is that bad if the rest of it was good? So I try having a teaser stream running during the call. None of that works. Yeah, exactly. Are you saying we should try that now, or should we try that later? I didn't quite get that. Oh, okay. I'm saying more stuff. Let's see. Like when Twilight talking cosplay, I don't glitches in active stream. Oh, interesting. I think the audio glitching is more when I was trying to stream, which is a separate word in Flash of the audio. Later. Okay. Yeah, but we'll have to figure that out later. In Flash, when you have the audio, you can stream it rather than having it as an event, which means that as you like use the timeline handle and going through it, it'll sound like you know, rather than hello. It'd be low. You know, you can have it be weird sounding and robotic just because you're like going through each microsecond, and then if you kind of do that really slow, then it sounds weird. So if something was more damaging than that, I would say like that would be bad. But yeah. Like overclock the stream. Okay, yeah. See if it overloads it. Okay. How we doing? Some more people than last time. So hi guys. How you guys doing? You've been here for quite a while. And here was a static course. They can animate. There you go. Let's see. Every time you can get Cookie to see if there's audio issues. I do have the stream muted before we call with you. Okay. For the later, would that be... It'd probably not be today. What's today? Probably Friday or Saturday. You can figure that out. Probably also want to talk to Fluttershy guys to see if that works. I don't know. I'm kind of like doubting myself whether I want to do it just because I don't want to. If I do it, you know, on the Saturday, then it feels too early. But again, if you wait too long, even like the next day, like everyone would either like have it in the back of their mind and going, "Oh yeah, that thing might not be as interesting to people." I don't know. Yeah, not today. Okay. Yeah, because I have dinner today. Yeah, that's what I mean with this. With the pony puppet here is now I have all the frames that I can sort through and animate with those, rather than having to start from scratch would be worse. Yeah, for the stream, I don't know. My basic idea was just like on Saturday, streaming either on YouTube or Twitch, and then just talking about Fallout Successor for as long as I want. But now we're making it more complicated whether we do it later or if we want to add more people into it. So I don't know. No, the other animators would be interested into it, so I'll have to probably just talk with them. And if I join on one of them, then I'll definitely want to link you guys to it. So, but if they control it, then I don't know what kind of content they would, you know, what would be the rating for their content exactly. So, yeah. Notice it's nothing to do with anything that's going on here, but it's just like on Saturday is when they want to upload the Fallout Successor. So it's like I'm part of it, so I have to figure this out if I ever want to do it. And I'm just thinking about it right now. So, sorry, Friday's Friday. Tomorrow Friday? Tomorrow is Friday. Thank you, Star. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here because I don't think there's anything else really going on past that. So, yeah, we can continue the conversation tomorrow and Friday. No problem with that. Okay. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Okay. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. So yeah, I'll get the cutie mark in between now and Tuesday, and then I'll start doing layout and maybe animating it on Tuesday. So, which will be the story that we did last week, I think. Is when it came up with the script and then started storyboarding it. So if you missed the storyboard saga, then you can watch those, and then you can catch up with this, and then you'll be ready for next Tuesday. Thank you so much, and watch Fallout Successor when it comes out, please. Maybe I'll link it somewhere else. Maybe on my community tab. Think it out loud again. Okay. Is it outro? Oh my god, I'll figure it out. Thank you for the tale. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you then.